Okay, let's start international relations. First is 2.1 India's Development Cooperation. This is in news because of the incapability of India's development cooperation. The word development cooperation includes donations made by other countries who are in need and the process of developing and strengthening other countries and giving technical assistance to other countries. Now, India Development Initiative IDI was actually the first effort which was made in 2003 for the development cooperation, and later on it was suspended in 2007. And India Development and Economic Assistance Scheme IDEAS was launched in 2005 for managing credit lines, that is the loans or financial assistance to other countries. So in 2007, India launched International Development Cooperation Agency IIDCA and suspended that IDI which was launched in 2003. So even this IIDA was not successful. So the main reason for such unsuccessful programs for development cooperation is India lack foundation for development processes, and thus India need clear vision to lead sustainable development agenda, that is global development cooperation. So to achieve sustainable development agenda, there is an urgent need for the reforms in existing institutions. Some of the efforts that India was taken to achieve the development cooperation are India Technical and Economic Cooperation Program ITEC. This was started in the year 1964 and became a prominent development cooperation by 2015. And India Aid Mission, that is IAM, it was launched in 2015 to aid Nepal, especially in the educational development of that people. Third is New Emerging and Strategic Technologies NEST was set up to facilitate collaboration with foreign countries on advanced technologies. It is used to refer to advanced and futuristic technology at a given point of time. India provided germ plasm, that is where the center where seeds or animals genetic material storage is done for study or research purpose. It provided germ plasm to Ethiopia and also provided new technology for processing and access to markets. Actually, after World War II, developed countries and multilateral organizations made efforts to stimulate development of less developed countries through development assistance. For a long time, development aid focused on economic development and poverty alleviation. India has also historically been an aid receiver since independence. But from independence, India has been a prominent aid donor to neighboring countries. So, coming to the India's development cooperation, India's type of development cooperation involves grant in aid. Grant in aid means donations or contributions made by one country to other country, and line of credit. Line of credit means giving financial aid or loans. And capacity building. Capacity building means the process of developing and strengthening the infrastructure, and technical assistance. I'll repeat it once again. India's type of development cooperation involves grant in aid, line of credit, capacity building, and technical assistance. Not only this, India cooperation ranges from various aspects, from commerce to culture, energy to engineering, health to housing, IT to infrastructure, sports to science, disaster relief, and humanitarian assistance. To restoration and preservation to cultural and heritage assets. India's development cooperation is mainly based on South to South, that is SSC Cooperation framework. Now, this South to South Cooperation means it is the collaboration of all the global southern countries by sharing political, economic, social, cultural, environmental, and technical domains. India allocates less than 1% of its GDP, whereas Australia allocates 0.22% of GDP, and South Korea 0.15% GDP, and Austria 0.27% GDP. So, on an average, India provides assistance of $6.48 billion as official development assistance, that is ODA. So, what is this ODA now? ODA is the government aid designed to promote the economic development and welfare of developing countries. It is also involved in providing financial or technical help to needed countries or in case of disaster response help. Now, why do we need India's Development Cooperation Agency? What is the need for this? It is needed for India Development Cooperation. It is needed for evolution in geopolitics. See, now India Development Cooperation provides international relationships which promote peace, economic development, which aims more dimensions than Bandung Conference of 1955. Now, what is this? It is a large-scale Asian-African conference held to discuss peace, economic development, and decolonization. This Bandung Conference can set up cooperation channels between Asia and Africa in colonial and post-colonial era. Now, this is related to evolution of geopolitics. So, after post-pandemic, as people from many countries suffer due to lack of technical, pharmaceutical, economic and other facilities, countries worldwide are exploring ways for development cooperation efforts. This leads to economic growth, trade relations, and also various business related markets emerge. So, in that perspective, development cooperation can be beneficial during this post pandemic situation. It also encourages bilateral relations. If we help other country in times of need, there is an opportunity for us to promote peaceful relations and, most importantly, good trade relationship among the other countries, which also leads to trade growth and is also useful for effective accountability and evaluation framework. Here, the five modalities in India Development Cooperation Framework are there, and the first one is capacity building, that is better infrastructure. Second is concessional finance, that is providing loans to most vulnerable member countries. The third is technology sharing. Fourth is grants, like funding the needed countries. And the fifth is trade, wherein duty free and quota free access to the Indian market is provided. So these are some of the India Development Corporation frameworks. And the way forward is, there should be an independent development partnership. That means there should be an independent development organization which partners with national and government agencies, which can also address better delivery, monitoring and evaluation mechanisms. For example, we have faced shortage of oxygen cylinders and sanitizers during pandemic situation. If in case this organization was established, then it would serve beneficial for us as well as other countries as well. This independent agency should engage with new actors or organizations from civil or private sectors. This agency should support social enterprises to operate in other countries also. It should also promote development partnerships between India and other countries and also support other countries during the national disaster, political and humanitarian crisis, and also for building social infrastructure. The upcoming India's Development Cooperation Act, that is India Development Cooperation Act 2022, should address the global crisis in national interest. For example, if there is a shortage of vaccines globally, we should provide more infrastructural and economic aid to create vaccines in our country. So, globally, we can provide vaccines and nationally, we can promote economic development. This is one such example for global crisis in national interest. It should also provide finance apparatus, that is, loan based infrastructure to the emerging market equipments. So, it should learn from the schemes or government programs and develop such programs globally. These government programs, which are implemented at national level, should also be implemented globally under global development cooperation. So, these are some of the steps that should be taken for further development of India development cooperation.